Yo, what is going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to the fourth and final feature match for the week. I did start recording just a turn late, so we have Subterrors versus Tri-Brigade, obviously. Same Tri-Brigade player that was on in round 2 against me. But yeah, this is the fourth round of the week, and the final round at that. No fifth round this week, and Subterror did win the die roll. They did go first. I think it was just extravagance into set 1. Tri-Brigade starting with classic Tri-Brigade shenanigans, Fractal, Kit, into Nerval, add Fractal. Now we're seeing a Metaverse activating Necrovalues. All right, so we're quickly caught up to speed. Luckily, I remembered to start recording as soon as I did. And Necrovalley is going to be very, very good here at stopping the Tri-Brigade deck from being able to banish from the graveyard. Looking at the poll results, and I'll actually remember to put that up on the screen at this point. I think I forgot in the previous episode. But the poll results right now, I ask you guys who you thought would win the final round this week, and no surprise to see the large majority of the votes going to Tri-Brigade. So let's see if you guys are correct yet again. So Tri-Brigade here defaulting to the DPE Destiny engine, getting into Enforcer, dumping, of course, the bricks, the Dasher, the Digital Dasher, and the Celestial, hitting in for 25 and 19, so it's a decent amount of damage there. And we're also going to see DPE activate, destroying itself, and Necro Valley, and then activate, importantly, DPE effect Engrave. Do not forget to activate the Graveyard effect. You do have to declare that effect. It does not just happen automatically. And if you don't declare it, people are probably going to call you out on it for not declaring it, and you're not going to get your free special summon in the standby phase like we're seeing right here. Bringing back the Enforcer. And a reoccurring Pankratops against a deck like Subterror has got to be so exponentially huge. Just constant spot removal for set traps they might be having, or a field spell like that of Hidden City. So we'll see if he does chain the DPE in response to it. It looks like he will. So that is just going to basically make him almost go -2, I want to say. Burning the Terraforming, and then also the card he searched off the Terraforming getting completely neutralized by the Phoenix Enforcer, and of course Phoenix Enforcer affecting Grave. Activating here, we're going to see him normal summon the Subterror, Nemesis Archer, and pass turn there actually. And DPE coming back in the standby phase yet again. Constantly recurring now. I've kind of had this thought, is DPE better than Dragoon? On paper, I don't think so. You have an intargetable, indestructible Omni-Negate that also can just blow up monsters and burn your opponent. On paper, that does seem better than, a card like Phoenix Enforcer. It really depends on what type of deck you're playing against. Like, each fusion monster has its benefits. I would say in a deck like... going against like this particular matchup, I think DPE works much better as a card than Dragoon would. And also, you do have the trade-off in the type of bricks you have to play. And then it also depends on, what type of deck you're playing in general. Having the option just to play Destiny Fusion at the end of your turn versus like having to play Red Eyes Fusion at the beginning and getting locked out of every other summoning mechanic afterwards, can be a bit of a hindrance. I feel like DPE fits much more into a lot of the meta decks than Dragoon does, just by nature of the actual fusion spell and the style of the card. Constantly coming back every turn, getting more advantage right off of cards like Celestial and Dasher as well. Like as a combo deck or a deck like Tri-Brigade. If you have Celestial and Dasher Engrave and you're down on card advantage, those two cards could literally put you right back into the game. And it's no surprise here that Guru losing here turn 1, not being able to answer, not turn 1, but game 1, not being able to answer the Phoenix Enforcer is going to be a huge problem. So we are into game 2, and as we do, I want to mention a quick shout out to Imperium Duelist. If you guys are interested in picking up amazing playmats, sleeves, deck boxes, dice, binders, and more, check them out at the link below, and don't forget to use my discount code WINNERKILLS10 off at checkout to save 10% off your entire order and support the channel in the process. And if you guys are buying anything on TCG Player, please do not forget to use my affiliate link down in the description below anytime you guys shop and check out using that link. A small bit of the revenue from your purchase goes right back in the channel and helps out a ton. One of the easiest ways you guys can support the channel just by doing your weekly, monthly, whatever maybe shopping on TCG Player. And if you guys are buying anything on thecoldestwater.com, don't forget to use my discount code WK at checkout to save 10%, and also, again, support the channel in the process. So yeah, getting back to the game here, we're going to see the terraforming for Hidden City, Guru, Flip Up Guru, add the final battle, the Extrav actually resolving this time around. I think it got ashed game 1 because there was a monster underneath that fractal, and I assume it was an ash for the Extrav, and we're going to see a set 4 and pass turn on that. Really, really solid board here. The set tactic doing what it does best, and that is setting cards. We're going to see Tri-Brigade lead here with a copy of Pot of Prosperity. Getting a little ahead of myself here. Let's see if he's going to actually banish. Okay, I was going to say he's going to do 3 or 6, but he is going all the way for 6. Pot of Duality 2.0. Like, it's just actually how like revolutionary a card like Pot of Duality was when it first came out, and now to see like the second coming of it and like Pot of Prosperity makes me think, will we get a card like 5 to 8 years from now that's like you reveal the top 12 cards of your deck at the cost of like who knows what. But it still is pretty cool to see the evolution of such an iconic card. And we are going to see him take a Rescue Cat there. No surprise. Normal summoning Rescue Cat into a board of a set 4, though, going to be a little suspect. This is where the Zodiac engine would shine in a deck like Tri-Brigade. Yeah, no surprise there. The cat isn't going to resolve. Solemn Strike. Who is shocked? Literally no one. But he does have the tanky to follow up here. Really, really powerful one of. To go ahead and search out the Fractal. And I imagine we'll probably see Fractal send itself, and then Kit, then Nerval, and Nerval will probably add another Fractal or Karas if he doesn't, or if he already has like another Beast Warrior. Because I mean, Tri-Brigade really only has, I want to say maybe 3 lines of play now. Before it was like your normal summon, and then your Karas, but now it's kind of like your normal summon, your Karas, and then your Fusion Destiny play. So it has a little extra gas in the tank. But we'll see. Does he have the Karas play to keep going? Because if he does have now 4 targets to be able to banish from grave to go ahead and get access to Shurig. But he does have Monster Reborn, so I guess that also works. You know, every so many games you're going to have that extra line of extension in a card like Monster Reborn, but that is going to force out a Fiendus. Pretty good card to have there, so. Yeah, I mean, like, the Monster Reborn, such a solid card here in this instance. Being able to revive any of those Tri-Brigades from the grave to be able to accomplish the goal that any Tri-Brigade in hand would be able to accomplish. But, yeah, already normal summon, but he does have the Karas, so he's going to go ahead and summon Karas by pitching the Kit. And then we're going to see Karas effect go ahead and banish, I think, 3 there. Nope, banishing 4. So he is probably going to try to go for the Shurig here, and he does have Infinite Impermanence. And yeah, that is a lot of cards used. Still has 2 left in hand, and unfortunately he is going to have to pass turn there. Now the Guru engine is fully in swing. Flipping up Guru. Guru effect going to resolve here to go ahead and search out any Subterror card. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and grab another Fiendus here. No surprise. He already has Final Battle in rotation. So he can just keep the Fienduses rolling at this point to go ahead and keep having that recurring negate every turn. Battle phase is going to attack into the Karas. Damage step, we'll see him fire off the Final Battle. That's going to make Guru go up to, I think, 34. So it's going to run over the Karas with ease since it's only at 1200. And then he's going to set 2 more back row here and decide to pass turn. Looking like now or never here for our Tri-Brigade Duelist to try to out this sort of lock. He does have a Fiendus. He does have Final Battle. Really difficult to try to play through this board right now, especially if any of those traps are anything meaningful. Solemn Strike, another Imperm. Who knows? Like, it's going to be easier said than done to get through this board if he does not have a card like Duster, Lightning Storm. Yeah, you name it. Evenly matched. He just needs some sort of blowout removal card right now, or I just don't think there's any way he's getting through this. But he's going to try, because you got to try at least, right? And I guess not. He's just going to go ahead and pass turn. Probably realizing that he's not in any threat of actually being OTK'd because Subterror is not really a deck that can do that. So realizing, you know, maybe he can wait a turn to get a few extra extenders to try to play through the back row. And so long as his opponent's not seeing really good back row every turn, you know, he can go ahead and actually survive here. But he is going to take a decent chunk of damage thanks to Final Battle. And he's going to go ahead and swing in with the Fiendus and the Guru, putting him pretty low on life here, and he'll just go ahead and pass turn after that. Actually committing the Fiendus to the board too, which I think Fiendus can actually still negate on the field, interestingly enough. We're going to see him normal summon the Karass, and we're just going to see him book it with the Guru, because that's a thing you can do if you have a Subterror card face up in the field. And yeah, Guru taking that one there like, with little to no effort almost, just a few turns. And we're into a game 3 situation. And I can only imagine Tri-Brigade wanting to go first. I mean, depending on the side deck, he could make the Guru deck go first, but he is going to normal summon Cat. It is going to be met with a D-Shifter on summon. That is going to prove to be a big problem. But he is going to follow up the Cat play with a copy of Prosperity. Going to go ahead and banish 6 here to try to dig very, very deep into some sort of side deck card here. Something, anything to help him try to play through this and recover from this, because a D-Shifter doesn't just say anything sent from the field. Any card sent to the graveyard, period. Not only for this turn, but until the end of the next turn, is going to be banished, which is very, very rough. He also has Raigeki, Strike, Kumungus, and Fiendus in hand. So really no engine cards here for our Subterror player, but plenty of Floodgates. And there's a Duster, speaking of side deck cards, and a copy of Fusion Destiny. Fusion Destiny can give you quite a bit of leverage here, but I'm not actually sure if Fusion Destiny has to send to the graveyard, because that could greatly influence his decision here. You definitely don't take the other Prosperity. The tanky really doesn't do you too much here, because let's be honest, you're probably losing a normal summon next turn to a Floodgate or some sort of interruption. But he is going to Fusion Destiny, and I will just double check Fusion Destiny here, see if you can actually use Fusion Destiny under a card like D-Shifter. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from hand or deck as fusion material. Yeah, so no, you can totally use Fusion Destiny under a D-Shifter. So he will get to establish DPE here, which is pretty strong. The only problem now becomes is that, like, he can't really use DPE, and he's got Raigeki. Ouch. Better have the Solemn Judgment or IO, and he does have the IO. That is actually pretty huge. Or else that would have just been an absolute colossal blowout, like extinction level. But he's got the Kaiju, and that is going to be really, really good regardless. And I think our Subterror player drew, it looks like some sort of Subterror monster. It looks like Guru. He might have drawn Guru for turn. We're going to see him normal summon the Fiendus, link for Anima. Anima's going to go ahead and take the Kumungus battle phase and swing over that Rescue Cat for a decent chunk of damage, set a strike, and pass turn there, taking another 700 from the order on a very short clock here. Yeah, he drew into a Guru, it looks like, for turn, I want to say. That's an insane top deck here. Battle phase, he's just going to go ahead and swing in with the Anima, set 2 and pass. Hand it over to our Tri-Brigade player, pay for order, set a card, and he's just going to go ahead and scoop as he realizes he cannot survive that much longer. So Subterror actually taking this match 2-1 with the help of some very powerful blowout cards here in Game 3. If you guys want to see more of my content, click on one of the videos popping up at the bottom of the screen. And I'll see you guys next week for the Round 1 feature match on Monday. And last but not least, a huge shout out goes to our Divine Level channel members. They are Cadillacs84, Pony Stark, Keith Sidgers, Tweeter0226, and Black Ninja Money. Thank you guys so much, like always, for your extremely generous support of this channel.